Now then, everyone, I have been threatening to open this bad boy for weeks now. Well, there's no time like the present, is there? So here we unbox and take a little look at the JoyToy Magnus the Red from Warhammer the Horus Heresy. Ooh, I've actually had this for several weeks and not got round to it. And you know what's prompted me to actually pull my finger out and take a look at it now? Well, it's the fact that I've just received an email to tell me that the next figure in this series of Primarchs has just been shipped, so I don't want to fall too far behind. There he is on the back there, with his weapons. Oh, he looks a bit of a brute, doesn't he? Yeah, Magnus being one of the Primarchs that does fall to chaos. And this unboxing video is visually accompanied by two vinyl albums in my collection, both of which I've actually listened to, which is unusual for me. We've got Aerion's Transitus, and yeah, this one was brought to my attention because, well, it's a beautiful red vinyl and it's narrated by Tom Baker, and as soon as I saw him connected to it and the red vinyl aspect, I had to give it a try, and I was blown away by it. It's almost like the virtual successor to War of the Worlds. It's that kind of storytelling with, let me move the lights so that we don't have too much glare back. It's that kind of storytelling with songs and music as well as a plot. And then on the other side we've got Van Halen's self-titled debut album, which, my opinion, it's the best debut album of any band out there. Love that particular album. Right, okay, back to what we're actually here for. Yeah, let's open this up and get into it, shall we? You can see the dust on it as well. I have had it a little while. Six or 7 weeks I think I've had this now. Maybe a little longer. Oh, it is taped up. And the box on this one, to give you some idea of the size, is just as tall, if not a few millimeters taller, than the Horus one himself, and is actually larger than any of the other ones that I've opened so far, which, if you want to look at those on the channel, we do have Rogel Dawn, Abaddon the Despoiler. I'm going from memory here, guys. Rogel Dawn, Abaddon Despoiler, Horus, and I'm sure there was one more. It's gone. Have a look on the channel. Get this plastic out of the way. Otherwise you just get glaring reflection. There we are. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's very blingy. I like it. I like it indeed. See if I can stand the box up without the figure falling out. Do you think it'll work? Nah, it falls forward. One thing I do notice, looks like a little bit of the paint has rubbed off the tip of that horn there. Oh. I'm not too fussed. I do have gold paint, but I think every single one of these I've had so far, there has been some issue with it. It's always been something or nothing like that is, but for the price that these figures are, you expect better. Oh, we've got some very lovely silica gel there. Don't eat it. Don't eat it unless you're really, really, really hungry. Even then, don't eat it. We've got the stand. Oh, he's quite nice. He's not falling apart like Rogel Dawn did. Look at that! Straight out of the box, you've literally just seen me unseal it. We've got marks on the back of the cape. Must be a common thing with JoyToys. Okay, so decent posability by the look of it. Although having seen the others, I would expect there to be decent posability. Looks like some guy out of the YMCA, don't you think? YMCA, YMCA. That's really, really not befitting of his character, I don't think. Those joints are nice and stiff. Oh, yes. Oh, stand up. Who said you could move? There we go. Oh, there's plenty movements in those groin crotches there. Look at that. Some pretty good articulation there. You've almost got a double knee joint, but not quite. Obviously, you got the main one there, but there is a... Oh, yes, you have. Definitely a double knee joint. Cool. That the same then? Yeah. So there is a fair bit of movement on this thing. It really is. Not a lot on the feet because of the armour around the bottom of the... around the bottom of the leg. Which is fair enough, I suppose. I don't know what it is, but there is... I didn't think it on the box, but looking at the actual figure, there's something very camp about it. Something very camp. I wonder if we can macho him up. He's going to need to swap his hands over, I think, to hold his spear. But let's have a look at everything else that comes in the box. Should really have done that, shouldn't I? Okay, so we've got an open-handed pandy there. Bring the light around here so it's on it a little bit more. And he's got rings on his fingers and white painted fingernails. Cool. That's the other one. Also a gold ring on... He must have been married, mustn't he? And... weapon holding hands, as well as the fists that he comes attached to. A couple of magic effects. Small one and a pretty long one. Does that wrap around the web? I don't think so. Let's see if does the box give me any ideas. The small one he kind of holds in the palm of his hand apparently. And the large one, it doesn't show me what the hell he does with it. Okay. Does it show me on the lid? No, it doesn't show me anything. Just on there, it shows him holding the small one in his hand. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's Actually, I think that stands out a little bit more against the black. I was going to swap this for the front of the box, but I think he stands out more against that black, so we'll leave it as is. Weapons are all one piece, it doesn't come apart, so just like the other weapons for the other Primarch figures that I've got. Nice detail on it. Very nice. Well, we're going to have to swap hands over, aren't we? Pop. Oh, I thought I pulled his whole arm off then. It was just the forearm armour. I love how simple and easy these go on. I really do. I do think I'll probably end up having him posed in the pose that he's on the box when he finally makes it out onto the shelf. There's not much movement in the head, I've got to give it that. The hair and the armour gets in the way. But we've got, well, ball jointed hands, so full movement, double jointed elbows, twist to the top of the arm there, and full movement to the top of the shoulder there. It does have a limited butterfly joint there. Fortunately, the armour covers most of it, so it's not quite so horrible and ugly. Lovely detailing on that armour. Very, very nice. And the head sculpt looks perfectly fine to me. Loving all this. Looks really, really nice. Very ornate. Incredibly ornate. Then you get the feathers on the back there as well. And if you're getting a bit of an ancient Egypt feel from it, that seems to be a Thousand Sons kind of inspiration thing. Considering this is 40,000 years in the future as well, it would be sort of like really, really, really ancient Egypt, wouldn't it? Uber ancient Egypt. Right. And the hands are still made out of that fairly soft plastic, so you can, you know, bend the fingers back to have them accept the weapon, which is cool. Not going to do as in-depth unboxing and review as I have done on these in the past, because, well, in all fairness, the viewing figures, the kind of show that most of my audience isn't particularly interested in Horus Heresy figures. So I'm not going to go mad with the video length and duration or the effort I put into it. And yeah, that hand just fell off as well, because it's quite tough to get to see what I'm doing, really. That's quite cool. Yeah, that was quite cool, was that? What other kind of pose I can get him into? Oh. Yeah, that popped off quite easily. There's something very unnatural about that. There we go. A little better. I'm a bit lost for inspiration to what kind of poses to put this one in. I had a lot of fun with most of the others. Well, all you have to do is look at the videos to see that I had a lot of fun with most of the others. This one, not that I don't think he's fun, but the articulation's quite limiting. It seems to be for some reason, I don't know why. I think there's a very common thing with all of these where the heads don't turn very well. Let's just go straight in for the box art and then I can put it where. Yeah, I actually do think that's probably about the best that you can get out of this one. Oh, just seeing that behind that sash. He's got a bookie book hanging off his side. Let's have a look at that. Chaos Magic book by the look of it, a spell book. Cool. There we go. Got him stood up in quite a nice pose. I do think, even though this is only the box art pose, I think this is probably the best you can get out of him. I think it looks pretty good. I've not watched any other people's videos, unboxings or whatever of this one, so I don't know, maybe there are better ways to pose him. What do you guys think? I think he's a nice figure. Love the detail, love the style of him, love those horns on his back there, and really love those, well, that metal armour, the ornate part inside the horns with the pink and blue. I think that looks really, really sweet, does that? Love how simple that magic effect is in his hand. Do love that book just there. Put that sash down, I think. I'll find a better way of posing him, I imagine. I think this is pretty cool, pretty sweet. What do you guys think? Be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you haven't tried Transitors by Arion, I strongly recommend giving it a go. Or at least any of the Arion albums. They're all of a very similar thing. You know, War of the Worlds type thing. Different theme, different topic, but that kind of thing. Right, okay, I'm going. Bye. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again in the next unboxing or the next, well, video in general that I put out. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.